Learning Love, a Hanako X Reader Fanfiction, written by Sunshine Isa on Wattpad. Link in the description. I wish to understand and experience what love means. He stares at her in shock. That was a wish that no one would have expected. He was honestly expecting that she would wish for her crush to like her back or to find love. But no, this was different. This girl did not understand love, so she came to an apparition to help her learn. How unique, he thought. I suppose I can grant your wish. Her orbs lit up and were about to respond, but she was interrupted. But I can't just magically make you understand love. She looks at Hanako with confusion. What do you mean? She asks. The apparition sends her a mischievous grin and responds with an, if you want to understand an experience, you'll have to do it. But since you asked me to grant that wish, I'll teach you what love truly is. And following the rumors, there is a price. Right, she almost forgot about that. I think, Hanako says, floating closer to the girl, close enough to make her lean back. The only way to benefit both ends is to, let's say, date? First name's cheeks flush pink at the suggestion and look away from him. Fine. As long as my wish is fulfilled, I don't mind. She mutters the last part. The ravenet's mischievous grin switches to a joyful one that seemed so innocent. Yay! Now to complete the deal. Here. He hands her a small circular shaped crystal-like object, and she raises an eyebrow. It's a mermaid scale. Eat it and our fates will be tied together. She was unsure whether to trust him on this, but she wanted her wish to be finished, so she placed it in her mouth, then swallowed the scale despite her hesitation. Hanako also does the same, and the hint of mischief had shown itself from his wide amber eyes. Oh, and one more thing. If you don't want to be turned to a fish, then I suggest staying away from getting soaked in water. She knew it. She knew there was something off about the scale aside from tying fates together. But I'll need to take a shower, she complains. He giggles at her complaining, finding it adorable, then replies, Then I guess the only way is for me to keep an eye on you while you shower. The female's face burned red from his words, then tried slapping him, but remembered that he is a ghost. However, to her surprise, her hand made direct contact with his cheek and a loud slap was heard. Her eyes widened and looked at her now red hand and his face with a red hand mark on his left cheek. I can touch you? She asked, her face still a bit red from earlier. Well, we both swallowed the scale and our fates are now tied, he explained with a pained tone as he rubs his cheek that was just slapped. She decides to regain her composure and clears her throat. So, when does the first lesson start? She asks. Once the sting dispersed, he looks at her with a smile. Right now. The two walk out of the bathroom, Hanako leading her up the stairs towards the rooftop, opening the door, then letting it close as they adjust to the fresh breeze that came from the height. They sat on a bench together and the lesson had started. The first thing you need to know about love is that it's not always about romance. Some are family love, friendly love, or just an obsession love. I know that. That's what confuses me and prevents me from understanding. Everyone tells me different meanings, so I can't tell what's the real meaning, she states, then ended with a sigh. The ghost thought for a good moment, then replied, So let's start off with the romantic love. First off, how to tell if you're in love. When you're in love, you feel a sense of need to be around them and just feel happy being with them for no absolute reason. You feel butterflies in your stomach and your heartbeat races near the person you like. And don't forget pushing near them. That's always an obvious sign. For a ghost that seems so young that he looked like he never experienced love, he sure knew quite much. Now the basics are done. Let's move on to the actual lessons. First lesson, letting go of expectations. He starts. I understand we all have our expectations, but you can never find the one you truly want if your expectations are too high, like some people. Real love has no expectations. Love is love and it should stay that way. Leo listened intently to his words and made sure they stuck to your mind, almost like his words was inspired by a Google search or something. A demonstration. Imagine I'm the Prince Charming that passed your expectations and I accidentally shown you a side of me that I hid from everyone, including you, because it would break my reputation as the Prince Charming. Any person with such high expectations would have broken up with him, aren't I correct? She nodded slowly to his question, as it was true. Now imagine that I'm a decent person who doesn't meet all your expectations. You used to go out with me? First name didn't know if she should respond now, but did anyway. Yes, because we don't know what he's actually like until we give him a shot. Exactly. Good girl, he exclaims, floating over to her and gently ruffling her hair. Her cheeks turned pink by the sudden interaction, but nonetheless didn't utter a word and enjoyed the feeling. Here's the real question, last name. Even if I'm not the one who will meet all your expectations, will you still go on a date with me? She looked at him with widened eyes. She was speechless. Did he actually? Did he just actually ask her out? It's part of the deal, isn't it? He did say that the only way to satisfy is the only way to satisfy both ends of the deal. Sure, gladly, she says with a soft smile. Ah, frick, that was lots of mistakes. Oopsies. Welcome to the outro of Learning Love, Chapter 1, a Hanako X Reader. So, I'm sure that you all viewed the prologue, right? Or maybe just saw this from a random search stuff. Okay, so I'm currently struggling with Chapter 3, and if anyone has ideas, you can leave a comment down or maybe DM me on Wattpad about it. Anyways, if you want to read ahead, you may check in the description below. You can view chapter 2 there, and until I can write chapter 3, it will stay in chapter 2. I'll be sure to write chapter 3 today or tomorrow, maybe, if I still don't have any ideas. Anyway, thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys in chapter 2.